Hello, my name is Brittany Doak, and I am doing my Assignment 5 evaluation over the Texas Tech Leadership Institute. And so in my Assignment 5, I start with my executive summary. It's talking about how it's an 8-week program. They use, it's for first-year students and transfer students to help kind of like gain leadership skills through a bunch of different competencies. They use the NACE core competencies. So they're basically a list of things that employers have sent in saying, these are the traits that make people more hireable. And so they're looking at different things like communication styles, critical thinking, and things like that. And so the program itself actually goes over those core competencies within its 8-week program for these first year and transfer students. And so after doing my stakeholder interview, we kind of talked about the program having these goals, but not having a way to measure them post graduation of the program. And so that was a big thing that we're looking at. They're saying that within it, the information that they do receive about leadership opportunities that students have taken outside of the course or after they graduate the program, they only receive the ones that report back to them. And so looking at the program, we're noticing that they're making claims that they might not actually have any research or study to back up. And so we're kind of looking at that to see how we can measure if the program is truly making an impact. So like I said, the program is an 8-week course. They have about 70 students in every cohort, and they run the program every semester, so fall and spring semester. Each week the students meet for 2 hours in the evening, so after their normal classes have already concluded, to go over these leadership skills. The classes themselves are taught by previous graduates of the program who have applied to be peer mentors, and so they go on and do that. And so there's about 12 of the student staff that kind of help with the facilitation of the class on those weeknights. Those leaders of the programs have 3 training sessions that are 2 hours apiece to teach them like how to be a facilitator, what the activities are going to look like, what the course is going to look like, and then also saves time for them to have the input of like what they think the course should do or what skills or activities help develop those core competencies. They also use resources on campus. So the Career Center helps them do like their mock interviews, resume, and cover letter building sessions. And then they have the Red Raider Family Network that's going to help them with like their advertising and marketing and reaching out to incoming freshmen, transfer students, and then their families as well. So it's designed to provide students engaging activities in a safe environment to allow them to practice these leadership skills and develop these leadership skills in that safe environment. And those core competencies, like I said, they include a bunch of different things: self-development, communication, critical thinking, equity and inclusion, leadership, professionalism, teamwork, and technology. And so that's what they focus on throughout that time. They're also improving their aura, looking at the like unexpected outcomes, like other things are happening. They're also noticing that it's improving a sense of belongingness because these students are finding people to interact with. And kind of have like in their first year some sort of structured environment that allows them to kind of express themselves. So when we look at the program goals, pulling from the Texas Leadership Institute website, they do have 3 main goals and objectives that they focus on. The first being providing a variety of opportunities for first year and transfer students to develop personal leadership skills. Second being mentor a growing community of ethical, innovative, responsible, civic-minded leaders who contribute to their local and global communities. And finally, promoting continued engagement through involvement, leadership, and employment opportunities at and beyond Texas Tech. So that's pulled straight from the Leadership Institute website. Within the program, they are expected to attend all of the 8-week classes with the excuse of 1 if it's an excuse absence. So that's something they screen for within their application to the program because it is a program that you apply to. So when I broke down and did my logic model, a big thing that I looked at there was kind of noticing that they didn't have, like the situation being that they didn't have any way to measure things post-graduation. So like what leadership initiatives students are doing or what jobs they're getting post-graduation, and if it's a reflection of the program itself. So they've got a lot of inputs. They're looking at their staff timing, website design, the materials that they use, lots of handouts and activities and things like that, training of their facilitators, and then doing a lot of research and then working with their campus partners. So like I said, they do a lot of workshops, interactive activities, and things like that. So that was a big part of their outputs. And then their goals. So like they're hoping that within the program, the students are learning how to use the NACE core competencies in a professional setting, and are being effective leaders in and out of the classroom, while also obtaining jobs or being more competitive candidates in jobs based on things they have learned in the course. The managers model really just walked through like the start of the program, like pre-program, like they're doing a lot of planning and they're doing a lot of like screening their applicants and training their facilitators and doing background research on those core competencies, and then moving into the actual program breakdown of like the 8-week program, kind of how they're getting involved, and then looking at those issues post-programming. So unless they have students that come back for their student panel, or if they have like a student that's self-reporting like success from the program, or what they're contributing to as success, like that kind of stuff is in that part of it. Moving into like the budget portion, we're breaking down to about $22,991 for about almost 6 months of evaluation. And so kind of working through that, like having a professor, a research assistant, using all the hourly help, that kind of thing, and including phone interviews and personal interviews. Lots of materials, almost $600 in printing, which seems crazy, but we have that as well. And then the Gantt chart, kind of just breaking it down, starting with research and then moving into design, planning, analysis, evaluation, and implementation. So that's kind of where I'm at with assignment 5. So thank you.